Daniel Merriweather and Mark Ronson are with us. He's an Australian guy.
I am.
I didn't know you were an Australian guy. Why didn't I know that? How you doing, mate?
I'm doing pretty good, mate.
Yeah, you're doing great, mate. And how are you, Mark?
I'm good.
Well, it's good to see you again.
Really nice
and we
to
love
see
you.
I love you.
What? How much?
Very much.
Percentage terms, like 70, 80%?
I'm probably 80% there, but I've got a lot more love to give.
80% love.
He's still got something to give.
What's the rest of it? What's the 20%?
No, 30. I could go 110.
So now, how long you been working together, used to?
Well, we met about 7 years ago. We've been making music probably about that long, haven't we?
Yeah, I heard Dan's voice. I heard one of his early demos, and I was just blown away. And someone was like, yeah, there's this singer from Australia. Sounds brilliant. And he came to New York, and we started working on music. You know, he's been on the road with us touring, and now his album's finally out this week, and it's brilliant. I'm really proud of it, and he's proud of it.
And the single is just... Don't knock that microphone.
Sorry. I'm playing with the wires for anyone who can't see.
Yeah, the single is just lovely. It's a trick, isn't it, to make a song sound like a classic, you know, when it comes out.
It's just one button that you push on my computer. It's brilliant.
Classic song coming.
He's always doing that in the studio, unplugging the microphones. I'm like, no one's going to hear you singing if you do that. Yeah, when you're producing a song like that kind of sounds like a classic, your job is to do it justice.
I think the whole album has that feel to it. Is there another button you have that's got classic snare sound on it as well?
Yeah.
Because you get that kind of timeless sound a lot on the album, don't you?
We get this classic drum sound by just recording with one mic on the drums. But yeah, Dan's songs like really lend themselves to that.
What's the process of working together in terms of producer and artist? I mean, does it just come up, or do you sit down and make a plan? Well, how does it work?
Because we've been working together on music for so long and we're good mates, you kind of have to draw a line in the sand at some point, and I think that was kind of how it worked well. Like, I kind of let Mark produce it, and then he kind of let me go away and write songs and be the artist, so to speak.
Dan will just come with some songs that he's written on guitar, or some that we'll write together, or maybe just like jamming over a groove, and then Dan glues with the lyrics, and then I'll take the song to Brooklyn and re-record there.
What about your other work, like working with Amy or something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, how different is the process there?
It's a very similar process. Like, it always starts with a song and a great artist, and I believe like a great song, the test of it is like, can you sing it around a campfire? Like, obviously that's not going to work for like Busta Rhymes or some like more modern type of music, but it's like, if you consider a campfire, just play a song on the electric guitar. I remember something that I saw on TV where they had the test of a good song. I think Daniel told me about it. Was, could you imagine Elvis singing it? And if you can imagine Elvis singing it, that's the litmus test.
How did you, Daniel, how did you get into it all? I mean, when did you start singing?
I started singing when I was about 10 years old. I mean, I played the violin since I was 4, and I've learnt by ear. And then when I was 10, I think I picked up a Boys to Men record. They were my favourite group at the time. I think I was listening to Elvis Presley and Boys to Men, and obviously as I got older, my tastes kind of developed.
Yeah, strange kind of combination of inspiration, Boys to Men and Elvis.
Yeah, it was really random. I grew up in the forest. I had sort of...
So you grew up in a forest?
In the forest on the outskirts of Melbourne. I had a little black and white TV. I didn't know what was out, so it was always very random. But then when I got older, I guess I was just really influenced by a whole bunch of different stuff. Stevie Wonder, Jeff Buckley.
He was shocked when I told him Elvis was dead when he came out.
I was like,
well, when you live in a forest all those years.
And you've only got a black and white television on the outskirts of Melbourne. I mean, when did you know your voice was so good? When did you know it was a soul voice?
I didn't really ever know that. You know, I just always did it. It was something that I just always sang, you know, and I always loved music, and I just kept doing it. I'd probably still be doing it now, whether I was in my bedroom with a guitar or not. You know, it was just always in me.
Yeah, here's an interesting question. Not as interesting as yours, obviously, Tim. How do you... No offence.
I was just going down the same avenue you were going down.
No. When you get an emotional song like Red, the single, or some of the other tracks on the album, who claims the emotion? Do you claim it, Mark, that you've brought the emotion out in his voice? Or do you, Daniel, say, you know, I'm an emotional kind of guy, all he had to do was help me along with it?
I think, you know...
Come on, that's a good question, isn't
it is a really good
question.
I think as a...
Your career hangs on this answer.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I know.
It hangs on the question.
I think as a singer, you're always trying to tap into some memory of something that in some way inspires a performance, you know, and I think that it always helps if you're working with people who understand how to get that out of you, you know. Being produced as an artist is as important as being an artist.
And you can reproduce it live as well, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you kind of get into a zone, you know, you block everything out and it's about the song.
But you're an artist as well as a producer, Mark, so how does that work for you? Are you ever being produced, or you just produce yourself?
Well, when I'm making my own records, it's really just me sitting alone in a room, like hitting spacebar and trying to run to the drum kit as fast as I can. But then you've got like brilliant singers, and it was the same kind of thing with Daniel as I guess it was Amy. Like, they're never going to sing a wrong note. Every performance is going to be amazing, but have different nuance to it. So you just record the song about 4 times, and you just take the takes and the stuff you like from it, and that's kind of it. I don't really have to like take Dan's favourite thing and paint it red to get him in the mood to sing the song. It's just really about just getting him to sing it well.
Well, we'll play that in a second. As we go, we'll play another track from the album of your choice. So whatever you fancy, you tell us just before you go. How about that?
Okay, that sounds good.
And what about working with people that are creatives and occasionally damaged? What's
Dan's fine.
Oh, there's a lot of angst in these songs on this.
Yeah. No, but I mean, what do you do with somebody like Amy?
We made Back to Black and all that stuff in about 2 weeks, and she was really together, and we just went in the studio and she was just singing these songs that she wrote. I mean, I guess that's the kind of luxury in a way of being the producer, though. You can take these brilliant songs like artists like Amy or Daniel that have all this pain of their own in it, and you don't really have to endure that. You just have to complement the emotions.
Okay, what track do you fancy?
Oh, I wouldn't mind hearing Cigarettes.
Cigarettes coming.
One of my favourites.
And I'll tell people that Dan's album here is called Love and War, and it's out right now. And thank you, Mark, for coming in as well. Really appreciate it. Good to see you again.
Much. Good to see you.
Mark Ronson, Daniel Merriweather, and here comes that track. The album is Love and War. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bless you.